Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading. I do one on my channel every single Friday. Okay, today we're going to be doing a reading on finances. So what you're gonna do is pick a card or a crystal bracelet. So this is group number 1 or Amazonite, group number 2 or rose quartz, group number 3 or garnet, group number 4 or howlite. So go ahead and pick whichever one you are drawn to, whichever one pulls you in. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna make a quick announcement that today at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be having a huge sale on my Etsy shop. So I'll leave it linked down below if you guys are interested. I have a lot of products up and you can go purchase, and there is a discount for you guys. There's no discount code. All you need to do is go and just shop, and the discount will be applied for you. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get an energy and a feel and some clarity about our finances. Okay, for everybody that picked card group number 1 or the Amazonite crystal, let's go ahead and see what messages you need to hear about your finances. All right, so the first card that we have here is Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. Okay, so right now you may be seeing a change in your finances, and the reason being there's a lot of healing that you are doing when it comes to money and finances and career. I feel like there are some changes that are happening where your mindset is changing, your lifestyle is changing, and it's a lot of change when it comes to your finances and your money and your bank account. I also see that there's just a lot of past beliefs you had regarding money. You know, the way that you would think in scarcity and stuff. That's all healing. I feel like you're working through a lot of that. You're recreating your beliefs when it comes to money. So, you know, your mentality when it comes to finances, career, and money is really healing. And because it is healing so rapidly, I feel like a lot of you guys don't even know that this is what's happening. You just feel like, what is going on? Why am I feeling this way? Why are these thoughts coming up? There's so much happening right now that you're just questioning, like, why is this happening? What does it mean? And the universe just wants you to know that you're going through a period of healing. And this period of healing is going to attract even more finances to you, because that ultimately is what the aspect of your life that you are healing. The next card that comes up is Nothingness. Interesting. So this actually confirms what I was saying, is you're going to a place within yourself where you're just recreating all your belief systems when it comes to your finances. You're starting from scratch. You're starting from zero, starting from nothingness, where you're just like, okay, you know what? I can't be believing in so much lack and scarcity because it's not good for me. It's not helping me. It's just creating more stress and worry, and it's lowering my vibration, and it's creating blocks in my life. You are seeing this, you're noticing this, you're realizing this, and that's kind of what's coming to play when the Mystic Healer card comes up. It's a lot of healing going on. The next card we have here is Creativity. Now, I do see that something is changing around your finances when it comes to the type of work that you're doing. I see that there's a lot of creativity in the work that you're doing or will be doing when it comes to increasing your bank account. I see that you are going to do something very, very creative with your work. And I also do see that there's motivation and inspiration, like, being born within you. You're noticing yourself gravitating more towards your hobbies and the things you love and the things that just bring you joy and passion. And I also see that that's what's healing your beliefs about your finances, and really just going to propel you forward from building something out of nothing. The next card that comes up is, possibilities. You are creating a lot of opportunities right now for yourself. So keep going. You know, the things that are going on right now, the thoughts that come up in your mind, don't be so hard on yourself when these things happen or when these thoughts come up, because you're like, the huge message of this card reading for you is that you are healing so much, and it's creating so much passion. It's creating possibilities for you. You're not going to just have one stream of income. There's a lot coming through for you when it comes to your finances. All right, let's go ahead and see what other cards come up. Surrender your fear of change. This is something that I feel like the fact that you got the Mystic Healer card and then you have surrender your fear of change. Whatever is happening right now, it definitely is a huge change for you. There are changes that happened in your life, and especially with quarantine and this virus going around, there were changes in your life. And these changes are kind of things that you were so afraid of, but they happened anyway. So now that's why you're healing, because it's like, what was I so afraid of? What was I so scared of? Like, it happened, and I was so scared of it. I was blocking myself. And I think because of that, now you're just reevaluating a lot of things in your life. The next card that comes up for you is surrender to setting limits. Okay, there was a lot that you set limits on yourself, where you were like, I can't do this. I'm never going to be able to obtain this. I'm never going to do that. Just a lot of limited belief systems, a lot of limits in your mind. And those are the things that are changing right now because of your physical reality changing. The next card that comes up is surrender your ego. Okay, this is very interesting as well, because your ego will always keep you from moving forward. Your ego will keep you comfortable so that you don't grow. Because your ego is like, okay, if you come out of your comfort zone, who knows what will happen? But aren't we all being pushed out of our comfort zones right now? I feel like the whole Mother Earth and the universe is pushing everybody out of their comfort zone right now. And so that's what I see, that you guys were so scared of changes, and the changes actually ended up happening anyways. So now you have no choice but to heal and just start from a blank canvas, a blank slate, where you don't live your life from your ego anymore. You live your life as a healer. I also see a lot of you guys doing work that is creative, but you also heal people with your work. I don't know what kind of work you're going to be doing, but you will be healing through your work. The next card that comes up for you is Colorless Angel. Okay, this is very interesting as well, because it's a message of, you know, in your mind what you are capable of. You know it, you feel it, you believe in it. But your ego has kept you stuck here in this fallen place for far too long. And that's what the changes are that are occurring, because this was affecting your finances. You know, your mentality and your ego was holding you back from just achieving so much. So the fact that this card comes up is a symbol of you getting back up again. You're no longer going to live a life where you don't feel any passion. You're going to live a life where you don't feel colorless, basically a life full of color. The next card that comes up for you guys is the Initiation. So rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Definitely going through an obstacle. You are overcoming an obstacle, and you're being initiated into a whole new vibration, whole new frequency. If you guys have heard, there's a lot of spiritual awakening happening right now because of this pandemic and everything that we're going through and everything that is happening. So just remember, your finances are going to improve. They have no choice but to improve because of the changes going on in your specific life. The next card that comes up is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, you guys are going to be doing work with your creativity, and you're going to be healing not only yourself but other people. So you're being called to ask yourself, how do you want to step up with your creativity? How do you want to lead? And how do you want to heal people? And I feel like this is what is on a lot of your guys' mind right now, is what can I do? And a lot of you are figuring it out. A lot of you guys are having epiphanies and revelations, and this is what is going to actually bring you some sort of income too. The last two cards that I see for you guys is spend time with animals and dance. Okay, the first one, spend time with animals. Spending time with animals right now is really going to heal you. And I also see a lot of you guys have your familiars with you. A lot of you guys have just found your familiars recently. And when a familiar comes into your life will change. drastically. They bring a lot of abundance and luck and love and change and healing. So I feel like if you guys already have an animal, connect with them even more. If you don't have an animal, maybe you're going to find one. Maybe somehow one is going to come into your life very, very, very soon. And if you really don't have any animals around you, then maybe it's time for you to connect with an animal somehow. Maybe watch some YouTube videos on animals. It's very interesting. It's very calming to something that me and my boyfriend like to do is watch funny animal videos. It's so hilarious and it just lifts your mood. So I feel like you're being called to just work with animals, spend time with animals, connect with animal spirits more. And the last card we have here is dance. So you're being called to move. Allow your body to flow naturally. Don't resist if you feel like dancing. Don't resist if you feel like taking a bath. Give your body what it wants. It's going to help you, and it's going to help you increase your finances, because when you allow your body to just flow with nature, everything you want, including money, finances, career, jobs, opportunities, success, is just going to come to you like a magnet, because you're just resisting and allowing your body to flow and move the way it feels like it. So I hope that this reading gave you clarity and guidance. And Amazonite is a crystal that is very good when it comes to your finances, because it helps you connect with the universe and the ethereal world and the spiritual realm. Your higher self and your intuition gets stronger, which means when it's just easier for you to see opportunities, and it's easier for you to catch opportunities and success, and it's easy for you to just catch things that are going to bring you a lot of abundance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am available for readings now. I have cleared my reading schedule. I think I have a few more left to do, but I'm pretty much cleared. And so if you guys want to book a reading with me, go to my Etsy shop, and I have a few different options that are affordable. So if you guys are interested, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. For card group number 2, or everybody that picked the rose quartz crystal bracelet, let's go ahead and see how your finances are going to improve, or just any guidance and clarity about your finances. Okay, the first card that comes up for you is Wandering Path, Enjoy the Journey. Okay, so there are a lot of changes that are happening right now in our world, and I feel like what is happening for you is you are changing your mind about what you want to do with your life. There's a lot of changes in your lifestyle, your habits, just with the work that you're doing, the work that you want to be doing. There's a lot of changes happening. So what this card is saying is that it's okay. Like, it's okay to wander and kind of search for what you want to be doing, and enjoy yourself while you explore these different career paths. And it's not even career paths. What I'm seeing for you guys is that during this time right now, even whether you're working as an essential worker or you're staying at home in quarantine, I see a lot of you guys exploring a different career path, or learning something new, or just exploring something new on your free time. And it's actually making you question your whole life, because you're just like, okay, you know what? This is something I'm so into, I'm so passionate about. It's awakening love inside me and passion inside me, and I just want my life to feel like this all the time. So I do feel like whatever that is that you're learning or experiencing or studying right now on your free time, it's going to actually turn into a stream of income down the road. Now, the next card that comes up is Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So you're putting in a lot of time right now into learning something or studying something, exploring something. I don't know what it is, but it is going to create miracles in your life when it comes to your finances and your abundance. It's also raising your vibration, and it's also making you feel better and just feel more positive and feel less of lack and scarcity. So whatever this is, keep sticking with it, keep learning about it, keep studying it, just keep immersing yourself in it. The next card that comes up for you guys is Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys are kind of enjoying your time completely alone. I see that you do like to spend time with your family, and like you do like to, watch whatever you like to watch sometimes. But I do also see, as much as you like doing everything else, there's a part of you that has been really, really loving complete solitude and complete silence, where you just are able to hear your own thoughts. And the more and more that you are able to hear your own thoughts, the more and more you're going to connect with something very divine. And that is basically the divine energy that always and has always been inside of you. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are connecting with your higher self, with the universe, God, whatever you call that energy. And it's only in solitude that you are hearing these messages and getting this feeling. And a lot of you question what this is, and it's basically your higher self pushing you towards something. So trust it and go towards it, move towards it, because it's going to be good for your finances and your career. Abundance. Ooh, I just got chills. So yeah, whatever this is, maybe you guys have not started exploring something or studying something. In that case, I feel like the universe is telling you, hey, if there's something that you have been wanting to study or learn about or kind of dive into or look into even, or curious about, learn about it. Like, this is the time. This is your time to dive in, because it is going to turn into something for you that is actually going to help your finances so much. So let's see what other cards came up for you guys. Thunderbolt. This is the equivalent to the Tower card in tarot. This is very interesting because if you can see, there's a lot of people falling. There's thunder, it's chaos, it's a storm, it's just complete havoc, right? But behind everyone, you see this man, or this being, I don't want to say man, this being that is in complete control, in just zenned out, just very at peace, in harmony. So this is what is going on with you guys right now. This is a heavy energy, it's a strong energy, where everyone that is watching this reading right now, that you guys picked number 2 or the rose quartz crystal, you guys are going through a tower moment, which is, you just feel like the world has just turned upside down. Everything has just changed drastically. And you're living a whole new lifestyle than you were just maybe a few months ago. So what this is doing actually is it's allowing you to shed the old so you can bring in the new, and the new is going to bring in abundance. So the next card that comes up for you guys is the Miser, number 4. I see a lot of you guys changing things around your house and what kind of house you want, and just a lot of everything to do with your home is changing. There's a lot that you were holding on to, whether it was physical things, whether it was mentally you were holding on to, emotionally you were holding on to. You're really letting those go, that tower moment. A lot of past things may be coming up right now, and it's because you're having that tower moment where you're just like, your higher self is just like, okay, that's enough. It's time for you to let things go, both physically and emotionally and mentally. So it's a lot of decluttering going on for you. And the number 4 is the number of our root chakra. Our root chakra has everything to do with our house, our financial security, financially, how stable we feel, our relationships. So all of that is really healing. And I do see a lot of abundance coming in because you're clearing the way. You're letting go of a lot. And I almost feel like you're being forced to let go of a lot of things that you were holding on to for no reason. The next card that comes up for you guys is Surrender Worry. This was a huge part of your life that was blocking you, and it's a huge thing. You would hold on to worry and stress, and that would affect your abundance and your finances because you were always worried about scarcity and lack. So it was really, really affecting and creating blocks when it comes to your career and finances. So that is also something that is changing and healing. That tower moment is really changing a lot of things in your life. The next card we have here is Surrender Resentments. So you're also being called to forgive. Forgive the people in your past. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you made in the past. And you know what? I don't even feel like you don't have to even do anything. It's this tower moment that's doing everything for you. Like, you are being forced right now to surrender resentments and to surrender grudges that you've been holding. I feel like you're just kind of learning to just let things go, and you have no room for low vibrational feelings and emotions. And so that's why you're just letting a lot of things go, and that in turn is making you worry so much less. And I think that's why you guys picked the rose quartz crystal, the rose quartz bracelet, is because this is a very healing crystal. And it brings about unconditional love. And when you have a lot of unconditional love in yourself, for yourself, finances will follow you like a magnet. Surrender to what is. Yeah, the thunder moment also brings, it takes the blindfolds off. So everything that you were denying, everything you were ignoring, turning a blind eye to, now you're kind of just like, okay, this is the situation. This is how it is. This is what it looks like right now. And from there, you're able to really get a hold and get a grip of your life back. And you're just really gaining your power back. And the more and more that you're doing this, the more and more you're going to see a difference in your finances, a huge increase in your finances. I feel like a lot of the blocks having to do with your finances were within you, within your mind. Sacrifice. Here's another big thing that I see that is going to be ending. You were sacrificing a lot of your time, energy, and attention on things and people and whatever else that you shouldn't have been. It was draining your energy and also creating huge blocks when it comes to your finances and your abundance. So this is something that is also changing. You're letting go of sacrificing yourself and your time for others that just did not really deserve it at all. Next card that comes up is this me? Number 4. Yeah, you're questioning. I feel like for a long time, ever since this quarantine started, you've just been like, okay, like who have I become? Like, is this really me? Is this who I want to be? Is this how I really want to live my life? Is this what I want my life to look like? A lot of questioning that have a lot to do with your security. Number 4, your finances, your domesticated life, your home life, your family life. So you're really questioning it, and you're just creating a whole new belief system, which is going to just propel your financial success even more. Now, the last 2 cards that come up for you guys is Build Strength and The Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and soul tribe. Okay, so your ancestors, your spirit guides, people that you love that have passed away, they are all backing you up. They're by your side. They are giving you guidance. So connect with them. Now, this is saying to build strength. So her third eye is wide open and she's ready to fight and she's ready to just get moving. So I feel like you're also being called to build strength, not in just your physical body, but also your mind, your intuition. The word intuitive, and then the fact that her third eye is wide open, you're being called to listen to your intuition a lot more. Listen to your intuition, and it will guide you to exactly where and when and what you need to be doing to increase your finances like never before. So I hope that this reading gave you guys clarity and guidance. Thank you so much for watching. I do want to let you guys know that I am free for more readings. If you guys want to book with me, head over to my Etsy shop. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 3 or the Garnet Crystal Bracelet, let's go ahead and see what is the messages you need to hear about your finances. All right, so the first card that we have here is really nice. Protected by angels. Okay, so the universe wants you to know right now that you are being protected by the angels and you are cherished by the angels, and they're supporting you and they are guiding you. Now, I just got chills all over my whole body while saying this, but I do really feel like your angels are very, very close to you. I keep getting chills. So there's definitely guidance around you. There's some higher power that is really trying to guide you, and just, yeah, they're really, really trying to guide you and get your attention, but you are blocking yourself. Let's go ahead and see what other, okay, yeah, there's blocks. There's blocks from you receiving the guidance that your angels want to give you. Now, angels are your spirit guides, the deities that you work with, your ancestors, people that you love that have passed away. These spirits, these guides are really trying to help you. And I just feel like I can't even stress that enough, how strong that is. But there are blocks that are preventing you from receiving these messages from them. And so what needs to happen right now is a cleansing. So clear the past and heal the present. There are things that you need to let go of. There are things that you need to heal and these are things that are actually preventing you from increasing your finances, and the struggles that you are facing right now in your finances are because there needs to be a clearing of the past. So that means that if there are limiting beliefs that you have that stemmed from your past, from your childhood, from negative situations when it came to money and finances, you need to find a way to work through those and clear those out. I'm actually reading a book right now that you guys can, I'm going to be doing an unboxing for a subscription box. And I got the book in that subscription box, and it's called Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. That book, if you guys are struggling with your finances, holy shit, read that book. It will change your life. And I really do feel like, you guys, if you're struggling with letting go of the past and just struggling to just let go and heal a lot of things, read that book. It will help you so much. It's the perfect tool to help you do that. So I do feel like there's a lot of cleansing that needs to happen. And it could be just as simple as you needing to just burn some sage to clear the air so that your spirit guides can have a clearer path to give you messages and things like that. So you may even notice that you probably have been smelling different things lately in your home. Maybe you're smelling flowers. Maybe you're smelling like, I don't know, maybe your grandpa loved cigarettes and all of a sudden, like, you're just smelling cigarettes and he passed away. Like, just they're trying to get your attention. So pay attention to smells, scent, pay attention to the things you hear randomly, that maybe a song comes on that you're just like, well, that's weird. They're trying to get your attention. So you need to be doing a little bit of cleansing so you can open those doors and get that guidance. Because that guidance, what they're trying to help you with, what they're trying to guide you towards, is an increase in your finances. Let's go ahead and see what else comes up. Yeah, beginning a new cycle. So you're definitely going to be changing a lot of things when it comes to your career and your finances and your money. And it's going to be something very new and very different. I do see a lot of you guys are kind of going to be saving a lot more. And there's going to be opportunities coming to you where you are able to save more chunks of money. And not only that, but I do see you guys investing in things very, very soon in the near future. And these investments are actually going to be guided messages that you received, and you're going to be investing in things that are going to help you and help your life and help you build your finances. The next card that comes up is trust. Yeah, you have a lot of issues regarding trust when it comes to money. You don't trust anybody with your money. You don't want anybody knowing how much you have, how much you make. You don't want any help when it comes to finances. It's time for you to trust the universe, your guides, and others that you will be taken care of financially, especially. It's time for you to kind of let your walls down, cleanse the past. Don't have so many walls up, because you're blocking more than just your finances. You're blocking connections with your intuition, the spiritual realm. You gotta let these walls down, because these walls are also coming in between you and your money and your finances. Let's see what else comes up for you guys. You can also just, like I said, to cleanse, you can also just do like a abundance candle, a money candle, removing obstacles candle. You can use money oils. You can use removing obstacles oil. So using intention oils are another way to kind of just get the process moving on your healing and your transformation, that needs to happen for your finances to grow. Okay, the next cards that come up for you, group number 2, is experiencing. It's time for you to allow yourself to experience life. This is a huge message. So you've been so focused on your money and saving and saving and saving, and having enough, and even lack and scarcity, that you won't even let yourself enjoy your life. When was the last time you bought something for yourself that wasn't a necessity? When was the last time you treated yourself to something that you just wanted just because, that you wanted just for fun? I feel like in order for our finances to grow, and in order for us to be abundant when it comes to money, we have to allow ourselves to be abundant in other areas of our life. That means love and everything else, happiness and joy, self-care. Make sure that you are giving yourself abundance in all areas of your life and not just focusing on just money, money, money and stressing about it and worrying about it, because that's creating huge blocks. So the next thing I see here is understanding. So I do see you're understanding a lot more of who you are, and this is actually opening a lot of doors. And a lot of blocks are actually being removed between you and your finances. So I also get the message that you are about to soar. Like you're about to fly, you're about to thrive. What I'm getting is like a bow and arrow, right? So in order to shoot the arrow, you have to pull it back so that it gains traction and momentum when you shoot it out. So this is kind of what's going on with you right now, and your finances especially. You're being pulled back, and it just feels like such heaviness and such strong energy that's pulling you back. But you gotta trust that it's pulling you back for a reason, for a new beginning, a new cycle. And you gotta trust because your angels and your spirit guides have your back, and you have to just allow yourself to live, okay? Let's see what other cards came up for you. Group number 3. I have a very, very special message of the reason that you guys are so drawn to the garnet bracelet. But I'll get to that towards the end of the reading. So the next few cards that come, or the last 4 cards that come to you for you, is surrender to silence. Okay, so this is a card where you're being called to it's funny to say isolate yourself, but I do feel like that's what is going on. Everybody's isolating themselves. But for you guys specifically who picked this number 3 card group number, it's time for you to really isolate yourself for even a few minutes a day, where you are in complete silence and you can hear the thoughts in your mind clearly, because that is a huge way that you connect with your spirit guides and your divine energy within you and the God that's within you. It wants to tell you things, but you gotta be silent. So I feel like, doing this is going to clear the path for you to get ideas and remove blocks and remove obstacles and get clarity on how to grow your finances. And they are gonna grow. They're gonna grow definitely, because this crystal bracelet that you guys picked, such high energy. I won't cry for you, number 22. All right, so there's definitely some trauma that happened in your past. I don't know if it was in your childhood, but I do see a lot of you guys, it had to do with a relationship. It could be even a relationship that you're in right now that is really affecting your finances, because maybe you feel like you're making more money than your partner. Maybe you feel like you are doing more than your partner. You're pulling more weight. Or maybe in the past, that's what happened, is that you were pulling more weight, that you were supporting someone else, and it just really scarred you and traumatized you. And now you don't want that anymore. You want it to be equal, or you want to be taken care of for once. So that is definitely something that you are healing as well right now, is just not crying over the past and not letting the past really affect you in that way where it blocks your finances. The last 2 cards that come up in your reading is Get Grounded and Sweet Treat. Okay, so getting grounded means you need to connect back with Mother Earth, and you need to connect back with the physical world. A lot of the reason that your finances might be struggling is because you are very trapped in the spiritual world, where you're kind of too much in your head. There's way too much energy going on in your mind. So you need to exert that energy and spread it out throughout all your chakras, not just your crown and third eye chakra, which means getting grounded, which means spending more time outside. I know we can't really be doing that, but try to get in your backyard or your front yard and just relax. Really spend time in nature, just outside of your own house, just in your yard. Another thing you could do is play nature music inside of your house. That can ground you, using grounding crystals. Garnet is a huge one. That's interesting. Garnet is the crystal to ground yourself. And Sweet Treat, it's time for you to treat yourself to something sweet. Like, I can't say anything more. You got that message twice. All right, now I do want to talk to you guys about this. Garnet and the skull. This to me is a huge symbol of Baba Alegua, and he is in Orisha, and he's the road opener. So very similar to Lord Ganesh energy, which is the remover of obstacles. So you definitely have help from a very, very strong, Baba Legua is very, very strong, very, very powerful in removing obstacles and giving you the keys to success. And so yeah, the answers are right there. I feel like they're right in front of your face, but you have to find a way to connect to your angels. What I would recommend is, actually, I had Baba Legua candles up in my shop, and it's sold out. If you guys want me to do maybe a Patreon post, or I don't know, something, if you guys want to know like a Baba Legua candle recipe or something, just go ahead and message me or email me, and I'll kind of figure out if there's enough people. Then I might make a video or a Patreon post or something. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 4, or the Howlite crystal, let's go ahead and see what are the messages coming up for you when it comes to finances. All right, the first card that comes up is Gilded Regret number 5. Number 5 in numerology is the number of change. Okay, so there are a lot of things going on in your mind. I do feel like your crown chakra is overly active, which means you're very much in your head, a lot of overactive thoughts, a lot of energy in your mind. When that happens, you create a lot of barriers and blocks and walls when it comes to your finances, especially. So yeah, that's something that is changing. The number 5 is the number of change. So a lot of things that created so much energy inside of your brain is because there was regrets that you had, especially when it came to your finances. I do feel like a lot of you guys regret something that you did, whether you gave money to somebody, whether you invested in something that didn't work out, whether you spent money and you lost it, or something to do with money. So maybe somebody used you for money, I don't know, but you definitely regret a decision you made in your past that has affected your finances ever since then. It created stories within you, beliefs within you, limits within you, and you held yourself back from a lot because you were afraid. And now that's changing. So your finance, expect to see a difference in your finances, a growth in your finances, because you're releasing that old trauma when it came to your finances. Surrender to the magic of who you are. So with this release, with this letting go, you're really coming into connecting back with your intuition, connecting to a world of abundance. A world where there's plenty, a world where there is just more than enough, where before it was just lack and scarcity, not enough, save, save, save. And now you're coming into a world where, you know what, it's okay if I want to spend a little bit. I'm allowed to do it, and I'm allowed to treat myself. And it's just a lot of self-love and self-caring coming through. And that's actually going to increase your finances. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That's what's happening. You're surrendering and you're getting rid of outdated stories you created when it came to money, belief systems you had inside of you when it came to money and finances. So those are huge obstacles. Those are huge blocks. Sometimes things start to happen in our mind and our lives, and we don't quite understand what's going on, why is this happening. But a lot of things that are happening in your life right now specifically is because your higher self is trying to get you on your feet and stable financially, especially. And that requires some work, and that work I feel like a lot of you guys are already diving into. Morality. Yeah, you're coming out of this belief system of, for a lot of you, I feel like you're coming out of that belief that you have to have a 9-to-5 job, you have to get married and have kids, you have to go to school, you have to go to college, you have to do this. In order to be a normal human being, you have to do all of these things and follow all of these rules. So you're coming out of that, where you're questioning a lot of those beliefs, and you're just like, that's not for me. I'm different, and I want to live in a world where there's abundance and not lack. So that's another thing that's changing within you, and that's going to increase your finances. Another thing you're being called to do is to be more playful. You're too serious, and you're being called to be more playful. So that means do more fun things. Because what this does is it raises your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, you tap into this very divine flow energy, and that's where abundance lives. So the more you play, the more you do things that give you joy and happiness, the more your finances will grow. Okay, the next card we have here is Innocence. So funny story about this card. The reason why it's so tattered is because I used to keep my cards right by the door, because as soon as I opened my door to my meditation room, the sunlight and the moonlight would hit that area. So one day there was a storm and it was raining and it was storming, and I closed the door and didn't even realize that this card flew out. I don't even know when it flew out, but it stayed outside in the storm all night long. And this is how I found it the next morning. And the fact that it's this old man and grasshopper. So you are in this phase of your life where you're relearning. So, the fact that, again, like, you're letting go of regrets, and then you're surrendering outdated beliefs when it comes to following rules and being normal. And all of that stuff, I feel like you were following a formula that you were not happy with, and that was creating struggles in your finances. Now you're relearning in a way that's more in favor to who you are, that is actually going to grow your finances like you never even imagined. So the next card that comes up is Participation. You have to actively participate in creating your reality when it comes to money and finances, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're learning. So don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes we want the results overnight, or we want to see results right now, but you're being asked to be patient because it's coming, but also participate, which this also gives me the message of do rituals. It's time for you to do rituals when it comes to money and finances, because that way you can push the energy along even more. So that means maybe if you want to do a removing obstacles in your finances candle, you can prep one for that. Maybe you could do an abundance candle to attract money. You can do something like that. You can use money crystals. You can use there's so many like abundance rituals. You could do scripting. You can do a vision board for just money, but you're definitely being called to participate actively in the creation of your reality. The next card that comes up is to make an altar. So yeah, participate. A lot of you guys, if you have a money altar already, work on it, clean it, redo it, give some attention to it, maybe light incense on it, light a candle on it. Work on your altar. If you don't have an altar, make a money altar, since this reading is all about finances. So that means on your money altar, you can have Lord Ganesh, because he's all about removing obstacles. You can have Baba Legua. He brings you the keys to success. You can have Lakshmi, and she is the goddess of wealth. If you don't want to have deities on it, you can have crystals that bring you money. You can have like a $5 bill and put a pyrite crystal on top of it, and then light incense right next to it. There, bam, you have your money altar. Very, very simple. Or you can go extravagant. You can go all out, and you could do like green cloth and just, whatever your spirit calls for you to do. It's time for you to follow your own gut instincts and your own intuition when it comes to your finances. Remember, participate. The next card is positive affirmations. So you're also being called to not talk negatively when it comes to money. Change your language when it comes to money. That means stop saying that you don't have enough. Stop saying you're broke. Stop saying that, you have to work really hard to get money. Stop saying negative things about money. Whatever you want, whatever ways you want to attract money, whatever amount of money you want to attract, start speaking those into existence, Don't speak negative things about your finances and your money. And the last 3 cards we have for you guys is Take a Break, Mintaken, and Cleansing Waters. Okay, so you are also being called to take a break. Pause. Now, you don't have to be on the go and rush all the time. Take a break, because it's going to help you relax your energy. And when you can relax your energy, you're more in tune with flow and you're more aligned. And it just helps, your finances grow, because you don't have resistance up. You don't have walls up. So relax, take a break. And then Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So this is a card that is telling me that yeah, you guys are very, very unique type of people where you can actually not only grow your own finances if you work this right, you can also help others, and you might even make an income off consulting others, helping others grow their finances. So I do see a lot of you guys kind of healing your own obstacles when it comes to finances, but also through that, other people see you and they're just like, okay, what were you doing? Like, I want to know. I'll pay you to know. So yeah, that's another motivation for you to keep going on fixing your finances, which I think a lot of you guys are doing. And cleansing. So you guys are being called to do cleansing. I'm having a video coming up on how to cleanse your debit and credit cards. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that one. You can burn sage, just do cleansing because it's actually going to help you out a lot, okay? It's going to increase your finances. You'll see a difference. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys real soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.